am so upset. It's okay. They will dry out. But my kiddo spilled some water on my Lightseers deck, and it's my go-to deck right now. Just like on the edges. Okay. So, water. And the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck is emotion, right? And emotion spilling on something you love or use often. Take it for however it resonates. Something that you love or use often. Or something that is your normal, something that is your go-to. Something that is your normal or has been your normal for a really long period of time. Like it's been like maybe like a habitual, like even like a scheduling that you've been on or something that you've always ran to. It's been the, like your go-to belief system, idea, mannerism, behavior, habitual thing you do during the day, even person, is now something that you look at as, I want to say stagnant. Because you have to switch things up during this time. Because if I try to shuffle these cards while they're still damp and wet, I won't be able to shuffle them right. It'll feel weird, whatever. So that's the energy that I'm tapped into, actually. Like, it really is. It's like this energy of like something you've always done, like routine, but doing it the way that you've always done it is going to bring stagnancy. It's going to bring stagnancy. 10 of Cups, 9 of Swords, right? That's mental agony within something that once made you feel a lot of fulfillment, a lot of emotional fulfillment. There's some sort of anxiety doing things that made you feel, or within somebody or something that made you feel a ton of fulfillment. Why? Like, oh, I'm hearing you outgrew it. Go ahead, Source. It feels like here you outgrew a certain way of doing something that once gave you a ton of fulfillment. You needed to do those things that way or with that person that brought you a lot of ultimate emotional fulfillment to get you to where you are now. But along the way, you grew. And now doing things that way isn't going to work. 4 of Pentacles. But there's still like an element of wanting to still do it that way, but it feels like habitual, right? Like it feels like habitual, wanting to do it that way, right? You're holding on to it, but you've already completed the cycle. That's the thing. You're still wanting to kind of go into like the main like routine like of it all, but you're still, because you're so used to doing things a certain way. A lot of the collective is elevating their consciousness as well. Like this is like an elevated mindset, like recognizing and realizing doing things the way that you've always done them is like a survival type mindset. If you can get real with yourself, like that's even like recognizing that you don't have to keep picking up the same negative thoughts or the same way of doing things. You can come out at a different angle. You can choose to entertain the happy, joyful thoughts. The only reason why you haven't is because you're used to that negative stinking thinking. See the light come out, right? It's like holding on to a cycle that you've already completed. Like you've already learned these lessons. It's okay, right? It's just the only reason why you're still holding on in a type of way within whatever this is for you, wherever it's hitting in your life. 444 on the timer is because just like habitual, just out of freaking habit, dude. So you're just like retraining the way you're doing things, the way that you're engaging with things. Even if, like, say you've been in a committed relationship for like years and now they're not here because they've been removed because they weren't reflecting your worth or something. There's like a habitual, like, being used to always being in that relationship. Now you don't even know what to do with all of this time to yourself, kind of thing. Or maybe like you're used to a certain brain, like a thought pattern in your mind, and doing things a certain way. This is lacking stability and security, but you were recognizing and realizing doing things that way was making your frequency vibrate over here, whenever it could be vibrating over here if you change your perspective and you change your mind into seeing you're happy without certain stability and security that once made you feel okay. You're not finding stability and security outside of you anymore. You're finding it inside of you. Right? The Empress at the bottom of the deck, the Tower in reverse in the Nine of Pentacles, resisting change within lack of stability, lack of security. Well, not really resisting it. It feels like not wanting to, actually this feels good. Actually, this feels good where this is coming out. My team is saying that it's kind of like you used to sit in an impending doom, right? But you're learning to not sit in that impending doom, waiting for the tower to fall, right? Because things on the outside of you aren't, you are finding the stability and security within you now. So whenever it comes to finding stability and security outside of you, finances, people, places, things, you don't. Are you going to let those things crumble and burn to the ground if you care about them or you want to continue to keep them up? No. But you're not going to sit in an analysis paralysis, panic, anxiety-ridden state until the stability and security comes on the outside. You're going to keep working towards those things, but you're not going to let it affect your nervous system or be stressed out about them anymore. You found that stability inside. Even if outside has not matched the frequency inside yet, but it's coming. Because you already feel it within, right? Yeah, you're still working towards these things that, like, on the outside, okay. All right, we've taken a hit somewhere, right? We've taken a hit somewhere. I'm lacking in stability within this area or this area or this area. Relationship, job, finances, friendship, connection, whatever. There's a lack of stability within something, at least one thing outside of you. But you have already changed. You have already changed that frequency within you. You have found that stability and security inside of you. Now you're just kind of waiting for the frequency on the outside of you to match the frequency on the inside of you. This is coming to a place of peace with things being not stable on the outside, but being okay with that, like truly being happy regardless of your circumstances on the outside of you. But it's important when we're working with manifestation that you keep putting action towards those things, but not letting it stress you out while you're putting action towards it. It's like if you're still putting the hard work and effort towards the things that are lacking in the stability and the security department, because you recognize and realize with this frequency, with this vibration of feeling stable and secure on the inside, continuing to put effort towards those things, you will see the rewards. Just keep putting the energy and effort into those things, but don't let it fuck your frequency up, right? Is the energy, right? Go ahead, Source. Whoa. You have had a transformation within your ability to lead yourself. You are being extremely honest with yourself. This is clarity within your, okay, because of your transformation, you have become a new you, and all you're looking for in the big scheme of things is truth and clarity, right? I love you. You are actually practicing being this new version of you and bringing that out into the physical 3D.